Run, leap, and fight your way to freedom of City of Glass. Get ready to hit the ground running in this fast-paced, free-running adventure with stunning visuals. Experience Fate's incredible freedom of movement as she darts up walls, zips down the wires, and makes death-defying leaps from rooftop to rooftop. Combine her punishing martial arts skills with a mastery of the surroundings to make out any enemies she can't outrun. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a review video on Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So this game is actually a sequel to the first ever, I think, parkour that I heard of game called Mirror's Edge that came out, I think, 2011, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, Catalyst is taking place right after the first game, and it kind of adds new things to it. So let's talk the good things, and then we will talk about bad stuff. So basically, the game is great, and the gameplay is smooth, and as you run towards the building and its obstacles, there's a basically new set of moves and new fighting scenes, and you know, it's an interesting concept that they try to make it, and it's like more, they try to put it more open world, but this is kind of where the good parts of this game ends. You know, graphically it looks great. You know, I think it looks great, this style of graphics, but more than that, I think this is where it ends. The game is claiming to be open world, but it really is limited, so where you can actually go. So it's not an open world, it's a linear game at best. The graphics do look great, as I said, and you know, textures of the faces can, you know, look great, but the textures in the distance are really terrible. The fighting doesn't feel that great, and every time you are like running against the wall and you know there's an enemy waiting for you, you know, you just press triangle, and even though your character is not even physically that close to that enemy, the animation will still lock onto it and you will still perform the move, which totally breaks the immersion for me. And also the thing that everything that is red is literally telling you where to go, in which direction you should be facing. And it claims to be open world, you know, with its freedom, but the truth is that it limits you with linear levels and a strict way where you should and can go. That's the only way. Sure, there is a tutorial in the beginning and you run and climb and everything, and you learn the special moves and everything, but the thing is that, you know, you're kind of forced to watch the game with its story, and I think it isn't interesting as the first one, to be honest with you. The game is decent, but it's not really bad. This game is made by EA, guys. You know, you have to realize that. And I mean, they have all the resources to make an amazing game, and instead they just went to make a cheap game. It's not cheap, but they try to make it cheap, like make it quick, you know. And I don't understand why they made this, you know, sense of making games, you know, like EA's been sucking so much lately, and they used to be good. They used to make really good games, but now it's like whatever new game I try out, even though this isn't really a new game, I just didn't get time to finish it, but even still, it's kind of a new game. But whatever new game I try is just, I get disappointed, kind of. So if you are into this kind of games, if you love parkour, this is maybe for you, because I never even tried that in real life, to be honest. But I got this game on a discount, because for $60 this isn't even close to buying. Maybe 20 tops. I think that there are things about this game that are great, as I said before. So I'm gonna sum it up for you again. It looks great. I mean, you can't deny that. The art style is great, but there's so many... there are details in the textures, in the, you know, in the far away, like... It's kind of bothersome. And, you know, the combat is good. It's pretty much the same, but it kind of becomes repetitive, you know? And I don't know, for me, it's only worth buying if you are into this kind of a thing, or if the game is really on a deep sale. Then it's really worth getting. Otherwise, don't bother. The enemy AI isn't that smart, and it's always easy to fight and to beat them. Like, you just press a couple of buttons, and luckily the cutscenes can be skipped, which is amazing. I really love that feature. So, I mean, no disrespect to the developers. I appreciate that they even thought about making the sequel, because, you know, there was no word that they're gonna make it at all. Then the first one came out, and the first one was amazing. And, you know, even though the second one felt more disappointing, I'm still glad they made it. And I hope they learn from this game, and they improve everything that they have. You know, if you are trying to make an open world game and you want to make it with a parkour, then don't make me be on the rooftops. I want to climb to the rooftop from the bottom. I don't understand. Like, I'm just jumping from a building to building. How did I get there? I want to get there first. I want that feeling of immersion that I like, but the game just doesn't give you an option in that. But that will be all. Mirror's Edge. I mean, it's kind of disappointing, but for a deep sale it's definitely worth checking out, especially, as I said, if you're a fan of this kind of a game. And yeah, that will be all from me. Guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you on next Wednesday on the next review, and leave a comment what do you think about the game. Is it disappointing for you? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then,